JoinNN.com.
Hi, I'm Danny Shapiro, host of the hit podcast Family Secrets. What happens when the person you idolize turns out to be someone else entirely? And what if you were kidnapped by your own grandparents and left with an endless well of mysteries about yourself and those around you? These are just a few extraordinary puzzles we'll be exploring in our 9th season of Family Secrets. I hope you'll join me and my astonishing guests for this new season of Family Secrets. Listen to Family Secrets on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
When you're at home, you can always listen to KFBK. Just ask your smart speaker, "Hey Google, play KFBK on iHeartRadio."
Do I have to lead you like this? It's the flippin' Who!
800-834-1530.
Where's the Who playing?
Golden One Center.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I've never seen the Who live. I've never heard the tune. I mean, they got one foot in the grave. So it's Pete Townsend, Roger Daltrey, and then who are the other guys now?
The drummer was Zach Starkey.
Oh, right.
Can't remember who took John Entwistle's place in the band. But still one of my favorite things from Paul Harvey. Paul Harvey, when John Entwistle passed. God bless Paul Harvey. He's a good man. Never forget. And this year, John Entwistle from the WHO. Passed away. John, I think Paul really was hip to the WHO, right? The World Health Organization. Anyhow, Jack's here. Jack and then Joe Armstrong Getty will be hosting the party Friday night at the Scottish Rite, the KBK 100-year party. So Jack is here. We're just talking radio. Jack was going to regale us with a story about 1984. You were at your first radio job.
Yep, started radio first full-time job December 17th, 1984, because the Christmas party was that night, and the afternoon guy was going to have to work, and he got pissed off, so they hired me to fill in while he was at the Christmas party. That's how I got my first job. But anyway, I had to clean the toilets. That was part of my deal, too. $600 a month, though, so you can't beat that. But I got a phone call very early on, like within a couple of days. Phone call, somebody said, "You suck," and hung up. And because I was not used to that sort of behavior, I mean, I get the most vicious texts now. I mean, just nonstop personal texts about, glad you got cancer. I mean, that sort of stuff.
Wow.
Very, very hateful stuff. So I'm kind of thick-skinned. But I wasn't at the time when I was 19. And somebody called up and said, "You suck," and hung up. And I just sat there while the record was playing, just staring at the wall. Oh, my God. I've made my whole life plans around this, and I suck. Oh, man. What am I going to do? I was just devastated.
Based off this one guy's critique of your performance as a guy filling in for the Christmas party.
Yeah, but I was just, oh, God, I suck. Crap. What am I going to do? What am I going to do for a living?
Well,
I try to teach my kids to have a little more resilience than I have.
I remember my first night here, and the next day, you're curious if anyone listens, so I Googled or whatever. And I'll never forget the guy said, some guy out there said, "Anyone else catch Pat Walsh's show last night?" And I'll never forget the capital letters. Ouch. What a train wreck. This guy, he said, does not have the wit, nor the sophistication, nor the blah, blah, blah to ever do a talk show. Just stick to what you know, which is sports.
Wait, well, our favorite Yelp review we've ever seen of our show, there are Yelp reviews of the Armstrong Getty Show. Our favorite one is that all they do is read the news, misinterpret it, and then talk about how the world is going to hell.
That's pretty much true. That really is. Your tobacco, it's pretty much
That's perfect.
on
Please,
point.
Jack, tell me there's no fool out there, but I can see it texting you saying, glad you got cancer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and worse. I mean, it's just, the social media, obviously, this is not, I'm not breaking news here, but man, it is really woken us all up to how many sad people there are. You know, just people that are just, I guess, miserable?
Yeah.
I guess they're just miserable. It's the same concept of like doing graffiti or, you know, damage, vandalism, you know. People that show up at the park and, you know, break the slides and stuff. I guess just because they're unhappy.
Do you read a lot of the social media stuff?
I mean, it's hard not to. Sometimes you want to, but do you? I don't read the comments on our own Twitter page anymore because just most of the time it's gonna lead me in a worse mood than I was on.
You find most of the people on social media are negative or positive when they're on social media, because I know if they call you, they're not going to say to you, gee, I hate the show, I'm glad you got cancer. They're going to be nice to you because they're calling you. So you find that there's a lot of negativity in the social media?
A hell of a lot of negativity. I think the anonymity brings it out in people. I don't know. It's something I didn't know about mankind. There are way more. One thing you learn doing this job, you probably know this now, there are way more crazy people out there than you think. I mean, people that are just flat crazy, and you think, how do you, like, have a job and a life and a car and, like, pay bills? Because you're freaking nuts.
You get this one, too. Like, you'll be at a social setting, barbecue, let's say. You get this one, again, I'm certainly not mad at anyone for doing this. I kind of understand it, but they'll say, hey, Don, I'd like you to meet Joe. This is Betty over here. This is Bob, and this is Jack Armstrong. He's the host of the Armstrong. Well, you didn't see the other...